Hello YouTube, this is Taylor with CliffsOfClaven bringing you our next war recap, and this one was against one of the finest named clans in the entire game, DeathMegatron3K, and as you can see we got a 6-star victory against them. They actually left fewer attacks on the board than we did, they just couldn't do a lot with them. They were clearly a 2-star clan. Over on our side we got 2 stars on their number 1 and then 3 stars on every other base except for their number 8. I feel like we could have gotten 3 stars on their number 8 if our 3 attacks that had not been used were used, but because our clan has some degenerate losers in it, we did not quite get all of the 9s 3-starred, and we also had some 9s that attacked up and tried to hit their number 1, so just a whole lot of idiocy in our attacks at the end, just like you would expect from the Clavens, but we did get the win regardless. And we're going to start off by taking a look at a Town Hall 10 3-star. This is Harem going in against number 2. Now the first 3 attacks I'm going to show you are all going to be queen walks with valks. So Harem is going to start his queen walk over here on the right side, and he's going to get quite a lot of value for his queen before he starts his valk attack. Now I want you to look at the time when the replay starts. Just under 3 minutes. He barely gets it done in time, but he does get it done. So the reason that takes him so much time is because he gives this queen walk a really long time to develop. Spends a whole lot of time on this queen walk, gets a whole lot of value for it, gets some of the heroes taken out, gets the clan castle taken out, and a whole lot of defenses as well. So the most important thing when you're doing a queen walk is that you make sure your queen does not go down. It's real tempting to pop the ability or use a rage whenever her health gets real low, and it's always better to use it even if you don't need it rather than to let her die, and that is what Harem is going to do. He's going to use it even though he doesn't need it. So the archer tower goes down. She's going to get in on this king. Now she's going to take down the king no problem even though there's a cannon on her, but she does get very, very low towards the end. So he goes ahead and pops the ability. Not a big deal. You can see that she was totally fine. She was going to get back up with only that one cannon on her, but he goes ahead and uses the ability anyway. Now, unfortunately, she retargets onto that camp at the top, and that means that when she takes the camp out, she's going to target a wall to get to that next building. So no big deal. He's just going to give her some time to beat through the wall, and that is going to pull the clan castle, and he's going to drop a rage and a poison in a minute to take care of the clan castle. There they are. Pretty heavy-duty clan castle. The queen gets very low again, but he doesn't have the ability anymore, so he's just going to have to keep his fingers crossed. Does eventually get it taken care of. Baby dragon and a witch in the clan castle, which is not really a fantastic combo. Gets that taken care of very easily, and then she's going to step up and take out those archer towers. Now, while that is happening, he's going to start his main attack down on the other side. You can see he's just brought mass valks right here, so golem in the CC. He brought 2 hog riders, which I thought was pretty dumb, but watch whenever he deploys the hog riders how much value he gets out of them. They last for a really long time. So here come the wall breakers to kind of break in. He's using the king to make a little bit of his funnel there. There's all the valks coming in. The queen's in a little bit of trouble. Her healers are being targeted, but there's nowhere the defense is targeting her, so the queen's going to be okay. So there come the valks. Pops the king's ability. Watch these hogs. So that hog's going to get on that expo right there. It's going to take out the expo, then it's going to move over, hits a bomb, hits another bomb, but it's inside the heal spell, so the hog's still alive, comes down and works on this next expo, then it comes over and finally the cannon and the Tesla right there take it out. So 2 hogs got quite a bit of value. They made it a fair way through this base. So the valks are just sort of steamrolling through. Some nice wall breakers down here at the bottom to let the valks back out. And then this golem over here is really the hero because the golem is going to be tanking while these 3 valks come along behind and take out the cannon, the barracks, the gold mine, and then they are eventually going to beat through the wall and take out the wizard tower. And then down here you can see his queen is still up. Those valks are doing some tanking for his queen even though she lost all of her healers. So very nice value on that queen. She lasts all the way until the end of the raid, and barely enough time, in exactly 3 minutes or 2 minutes and 59 seconds, Harem does get the 3-star, so well done, Harem. Alright, we're going to drop in one spot and take a look at Joel going in on their number 9. Now you'll notice Joel has max valks and an extra spell. He is a Town Hall 9.5, but I still want to show this attack just getting in with the Queen Walk theme. I don't think there's any reason to not put our guys in the recap just because they're 9.5s. And this is another queen walk. Now remember, the most important thing about a queen walk is you want to make sure that the queen stays up. If the queen goes down, you're in big, big trouble. So Joel's going to do everything he can to make sure that his queen stays up and going at him. There goes the wall breakers to sort of let her in. She's going to take out the enemy barbarian king quite a lot of defense on her, so he goes ahead and pops the ability. Remember, you want to make sure that the queen stays up no matter what. You definitely do not want that queen to go down, or you're going to be in very big trouble for the raid. A couple of wizards over there to keep the funnel, and he's just making sure that his queen does not die at all costs. You have to make sure. She's going to get very, very low, but I know that Joel is not going to allow that queen to go down, even when the clan castle comes out, because if the queen goes down, he's to... Oh, no. Well, okay, so the queen's down, but... well, let's look on the bright side. The dragon's like halfway dead. Now, granted, he doesn't have any troops that can attack the dragon, but he does have a couple of poison spells down there, and believe it or not, those poison spells are actually going to take care of the dragon. So, not too bad, Joel. I'm sure you planned it that way the whole time. Valk's going in there detonating all kinds of giant bombs. You can see he has brought 5 hogs that he's actually going to save over here for the left side. So dropping the rages, dropping the heals in a minute to keep those Valks alive. And then once those defenses are targeting the Valks, he's just going to sneak in those 5 hogs on the back side, going to get some hogs down there, and then he's got some CC hogs down here at the bottom. So really smart use of the hogs, making sure that once the Valks were soaking up some of the damage that he dropped those hogs in. And that is really what is going to make the raid possible for him, is those hogs taking out the defenses up at the top, and then those CC hogs down at the bottom. There's really only that one archer tower left, and he's got plenty of hogs to get it done, and he's got Valks and Wizards spread out all over the base to get the cleanup done. So going to be an easy 3-star for Joel. No queen for cleanup, but that's the way it goes sometimes. Joel with 3-star. Alright, let's jump down and take a look at number 6. This is going to be MikeyB and another queen walk. And Mikey's doing a AQ walk with, this is like a Gova Hobo, because he's got bowlers in his clan castle. So kind of an unusual attack, but max bowlers in the clan castle are going to be really good for him. Now Mikey's going to drop a baby dragon down here to sort of push the queen up. He wants the queen to go to the north where she can take out a lot of those defenses up there. So he's going to drop the baby dragon so that he can guarantee the queen will go up and not down. So we've got all these buildings taken out. Little tiny bit of a wall breaker fail. That wizard tower did manage to get one of those wall breakers killed. And quite a few defenses popping up here. He drops in that other wall breaker, but unfortunately it goes towards a different wall this time. He drops the rage, gets the clan castle lured, and then I feel certain that the queen is definitely going to go up. Look at that witch coming out of the clan castle, so he drops the second poison to make sure he gets the witch. A witch can really mess up your queen walk if the witch does not go down, and then the queen's going to go up. Queen's going to go to the right and then shoot the wall. Okay. So Queen Walk did not quite work out the way that Mikey wanted it to, but that's generally the way Queen Walks go in Claven's. It's okay, as long as he makes sure the Queen stays alive, she will be able to clear out a lot of that over there. She's already going to get a giant bomb, which is nice. And down on the bottom come the bowlers and the Valks. So just make sure the Queen stays alive, and he's going to be okay. As long as she doesn't go down, he's going to get a lot of value from her. He's going to drop a rage any minute. Oh, sorry, drop the ability there to make sure that the queen does not go down so that she can take care of the right side of that base. Down here on the bottom, the bowlers and the Valks are doing quite a bit of work. He's getting really a lot of value out of those bowlers because the Valks are staying ahead of everything. Oh, Mikey. Oh, no. And the queen goes down. Anyway, he's getting quite a lot of value out of those bowlers because the Valks are sort of speeding ahead and taking out some stuff, which means that the bowlers are not really under any fire while they work around the base. And he's got just a few Valks left up here, and he dropped his last heal there for him. But the Golemites are actually going to step up in a little bit and help out, and those bowlers are just going to sort of work their way around the outside of the base. Those Valks do eventually beat through the wall and start taking out some of these buildings, and he's going to have just enough gas left in the tank to get it done. We're going to go ahead and speed it up so you can see the end of this raid. He planned it this way the whole time, I'm sure. Well done, MikeyB on the 3-star. Okay, well that's probably enough queen walks. You're probably sick of queen walks now, so let's go down and take a look at attack you probably don't see very much of, and that is a mass Valk attack with 4 heals. This is Cory though. Now this is a cleanup attack. The first person who attacked actually asked me for attacking advice, and I suggested that she attack over here on the right with a golem and some Valks, so of course since it was my attack plan, it did not work out. And so Cory, though, is going to come in and try to clean it up, and she completely ignores my advice, which really is the best way to play this game. Anytime I suggest an attack, the Claven should know by now. Do not listen to anything I say. I have no idea what's going on. She goes in from the top with these mass valks, which ends up being much smarter than my idea, because the valks are going to work through all of these walls while there are still a lot of them, and as the valks start to dwindle towards the end of the raid, there's not going to be any walls keeping them from taking out the rest of those buildings. She gets a very nice split here where she has some valks that are going to the bottom, where there's not a lot of defenses, but there is a lot of trash, so she's getting some cleanup down there at the bottom. The Lava Hound does pop, and she should probably drop the poison spell on those pups, but Cory, though, don't drop poisons. What, you think she's going to waste poisons on a stupid thing like the enemy clan castle? She don't need it. She's got a heal spell right there and a wizard. She is fine, so she's going to save those poisons. Valk's going to beat through. There's her last spell to sort of make sure that the cluster of defenses gets taken out. Some nice wizard backup for those Valks. And over here, her heroes are actually going to take out the rest of the base. There's no defenses left in the base at all, but they are going to take out all of that trash over there on the right side. And so, well done, Cory, though, getting the 3-star. And I feel like that's 4 attacks in a row with the Valks. That's 4 Valk attacks in a row. For our last attack, we should probably look at something a little different. So here's number 10. This is Chief going in, and he's doing it with mass Valks. I really like these Town Hall 8 Golem Wizard Valk attacks. I just think they look cool at Town Hall 8 with these level 2 Valks. Level 2 Valks still do a ton of damage. So he's going to drop a Golem and some Wizards to make sure that he gets the Clan Castle Lord. He drops that haste there because really there's no reason to ever take a haste in a ground raid at all. So it doesn't matter where he drops it. He can just kind of put it wherever he wants to. It literally is irrelevant to this raid. So might as well just go ahead and drop it on that Golem that was beaten on the wall. What else are you going to do? The Wizards and the Poison are actually going to barely take out this dragon. There's one Wizard left that's barely going to get it done. I'm sure that haste spell helped. And then he's going to drop in the Valks. And you can see that the walls on this base are not particularly high, so the Valks are really not going to have any trouble beating through them. He's got all of his own Valks, and he brought 3 max Valks in a CC, and he decides to drop his first heal right there, sort of overlapping the core in that upper area, and then he's got to drop his second heal right there on that Wizard Tower, and of course as soon as he does, the Valks immediately jump out of that heal spell, because they're Valks, that's what they do. So sort of a wasted heal spell right there. It doesn't really get a lot of value out of that heal spell. It dropped it just a hair too early, and the Valks ran right out of it. But he does still have one heal spell left, and he's not actually going to use it. He is not going to need that last heal spell. There's only one Wizard Tower left, so he's going to swag one heal spell for sure, and in my mind, it's sort of like he swagged 2 heal spells, because he didn't heal anything with that second heal spell because of the way the Valks moved. So I think you could say 1 swag heal spell, but asterisk maybe 2 swag heal spells for Chief on this attack, so just a fantastic job, totally blew it away. So congratulations to all of the Clavens on a fantastic win, and also to DeathMegatron3K because they didn't get the win, but they did use more attacks than us, so so they fought hard and just couldn't quite get it done. Thank you all for watching the recap, and I will see you in the next one with more accidental 3-stars.